So how's it going, guys? So Man United are away to Hull City on Saturday. How do I think this is gonna pan out? Well, first of all, we have to talk about Man United's last game against Southampton, which they won 2-0. I think that Man United were a bit shaky. They started a bit shaky. Paul Pogba obviously made the first bad touch, which led to a Southampton counter attack. But and I think that Southampton did make like some. Unlike people are saying that Man United were comfortable, I think that Southampton did make some attacks. They did threaten the defense, and even though that Man United ended up with a clean sheet, I think that we have to be a bit worried. We have to. I hope that Mourinho noticed that and worked on that, because we can't be giving the easy chances away to bigger teams like Man City and other teams. But this week they're facing Hull City. I think it's going to be convincing, and yeah, let's get right into it. Now, obviously, the question is going to be who is going to start. I think that De Gea is going to start with Rafael. I think the question is going to be who is going to start. Now, I think De Gea is going to start, of course, as a goalkeeper. Right back is going to be Valencia for his great form so far this season. He has been incredible. He's been in form. And the center backs are obviously going to be Bailey and Blind, because I don't think Smalling is match fit yet. And even if he is, Bailey and Blind have been playing really well. And I don't think that any of them should be dropped, especially Bailey. And I think Luke Shaw has to play again, because the whole backline, the whole team has been playing really well. So I think Luke Shaw is gonna play as left back. I think he's gonna do the overlaps like Valencia, and I think the one holding midfielder is gonna be Fellaini again. Even though I prefer Schneiderlin, because I think over the long run, I think Schneiderlin is better than Fellaini. He's not very good with his feet. He's good. He's been playing well, and he's been tackling very well. But I still think that he's still a liability. He can use his shoulders sometimes and kill people and get red cards. And I don't think that should happen. I don't think we should have a liability like Fellaini to play in the team. I think Schneiderlin is better over the long run. Schneiderlin can also make the passes from midfield to attack. Fellaini can only make the short, simple passes, which. To be honest, they're good because it's risk free and it's Fellaini, so he can't do them. So he can't do them long passes. So it's good when he makes only the short, simple passes. But we have to have another midfielder, other than Paul Pogba, who can actually make the long passes and make the passes to the attackers and stuff. And of course, the other center midfielder has to be Paul Pogba. He's 89 million. He has to play almost every game. He has to be a key player in this team. He's gonna be the one that drives the team forward. He's gonna get the ball from midfield and drive forward to attack. And especially with Fellaini, since he's not gonna make the passes to the attackers, I think he's gonna pass the ball to Paul Pogba, and Paul Pogba is gonna drive the team forward. Now I think that the right winger has to be Mkhitaryan. I really don't want to see Mkhitaryan on the bench for almost every game. I know that Mourinho has been saying that he's gonna give everyone a chance, especially Mkhitaryan, because he's a super player and stuff. But I still think that he should play right now, and not wait until next month when we have 3 games a week. Because I think Mkhitaryan is a big player. I think he should play against Man City, and for him to play against Man City, he has to play against Hull City right now, because he has to get match fit, and he has to be ready for the Premier League. Because he's only been playing for 10 minutes against he played for 10 minutes against Bournemouth, and I think I'm not even sure, but I think he comes on in the last 5-10 minutes against Bournemouth and Southampton. So I don't think that's good enough. I think he should play a whole game. See how he plays. In the 10 minutes that he comes on for each game, he's been looking really well, and I think that he should start. Now I think Rooney is gonna start, because even though I prefer Mata to be that number 10 to link up the play between Pogba, between Pogba and Mkhitaryan and the left winger, and I think Mata should be on number 10, but I think Rooney is gonna be on number 10. And to be honest, I think Rooney, with his bad performances, is gonna get carried because there are many players in the team that are really good now. So I think players like Rooney who aren't performing well are gonna like get a pass because of the players around him, which will help the team and which will cover for Rooney's performances. Now I think left winger is gonna be Martial, of course, because as I said before in my previous preview, I think Young and Memphis aren't good enough now. I think Young's too old and Memphis is. I mean, Young's not too old, but like, get it? Young too old. Anyways, actually, Young's not too old, but he's still like he's an old player. I think that Martial, given that he's 20 or 21, he should be given the time to play again and get his confidence back up. I think he needs a goal to get his confidence back up, and we have to remember that he is having problems with his wife, like his ex-wife. So he's having problems with his personal life, and he might also be like low on confidence because of what the Didier Deschamps for France during the Euros did. He wasted his whole summer playing him on the bench, and getting him on for the last like 2 minutes in the Champions League. I mean, in the Euro final. So yeah, I think he's low on confidence, and he should get a goal and keep on playing. And Mourinho is the type of manager that puts his shoulder around the players and puts his arm around his players' shoulders and gives them confidence. And I think that's what's gonna happen. I can't talk today. I think Zlatan Ibrahimovic is gonna start, of course, as a striker, and yeah, that's my team. Of course, Ibrahimovic. We're gonna put the crosses in. Of course, with the overlaps from the Valencia and Shaw, the right back and left back, they're going to do the overlaps. Of course, they're going to cross the ball. And as we have seen in the last 3 games, Ibrahimovic is going to dominate any defender. He's going to dominate them. He's going to win the header and hopefully score. So that's what I'm going for. That's my team. Now, Hull City. I don't know much about Hull City. I mean, for every preview, I'm just going to look at Man United's opponents and I'm going to show the stats. So we know like how they played last game, and so I'm gonna pull out the Hull City versus Swansea stats, which they won 2-0. Hull City won 2-0 away, which I mean, like Hull City has been like defying the odds recently in their first 2 games because 13 fit players. A new manager in the last like week or 2. They just got a new manager, Mike Phelan, who was one of Fergie's assistants, and they've been playing pretty well considering they're only like 13 fit players, and they won their first 2 games, and so let's look at the stats against Swansea. Swansea had 57% possession to Hull's 43. Swansea had 23 shots with 3 on target to Hull's 12 shots and 4 on target. Swansea had 8 corners to Hull's 3 and 7 fouls to Hull's 10. Now, from these stats, I think that Hull City played on the counter-attack because they had less possession and they had less shots, more shots on target, but like less shots. So this shows that Swansea attacked more, and Hull might have been a bit lucky, as I'm hearing, but they took their chances and they're playing well. 2-0. They were like at the start of the season. I mean, they still are, but at the start of the season, they were favorites to get relegated. I mean, I don't know if they keep this up by some miracle. Then I'm not sure because they've been playing really well, and I just hope they don't keep it up against Man United. But I really don't care if they get relegated or not. Who cares? Anyways, Hull's dangers. I don't know. How do they have any dangers? I mean, their players are pretty I don't know. Like their players are championship teams that I think that are in form. I don't think that they're gonna have to keep it up, but I don't know. Like I don't find any like that player is dangerous. Like I don't look at their team and be like, yo, that player is dangerous. Like let me just read the teams up and let me just see if I find anyone that's dangerous. So the team that played against Swansea was Jakubovic, the goalkeeper, Al Mohammadi, Livermore, Davies, Robertson, Mailer, Huddlestone, Clokas, Snodgrass, Hernandez, and Diamond, and some other like substitutes. I really don't see anyone that's like dangerous in them. I mean, to be honest, I like Al Mohammadi as the wing back. I think he's a good player, but I don't know, like no like Premier League team wants him. But I've always thought that he's a good like Premier League player for like even a mid-table team, not even mid-table, maybe like a lower half, the lower half of the league table team, like some team like I don't know, like Bournemouth, something like that. I think he's a very good like wing back, but I still don't think he's good enough, and for like to trouble Man United, especially with the defensive organization that we're having. I don't know, like Hernandez is a good striker. Snodgrass got man of the match last game. But I mean, I don't really see any dangers, any like specific danger that we have to look at. Like for example, last week against Southampton was Tadic. Tadic was the danger that I said we have to look at, and he scored an offside goal. But yeah, against Hull City, I don't think Hull City have any like real dangers. I think it's gonna be a fairly easy game. Yeah, I think the game's gonna end 3-1. Again, I keep predicting 3-1, but I think this one's gonna really end 3-1 to Man United, and yeah, I just hope that it's a good game, 3-1 comfortable win, no real dangers. I mean, I hope we get a clean sheet, and yeah, that's it. I hope Martial and Ibrahimovic score or like get assists because they're in my fantasy team. And by the way, I'm thinking of starting doing like some fantasy Premier League episodes like once a week, like show you the changes I made to the team, how many points I got and stuff. And yeah, tell me if you guys want that below. We also have a football video that came out yesterday. I'm gonna have another football video coming out tomorrow or Saturday, maybe before the Man United game, and the review after the Man United game. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to watch these videos. I'm gonna put the football video that came out yesterday in the link right now. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and peace.